I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. The hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we will wind up Week 5 with a good battle, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2. as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks! Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Hold them to 13 was pretty good, but this week I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Got a man. That's Antoine Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. In motion goes Raymond. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0.
Lions nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a second and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second and 5. Montgomery on the counter. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Value three.
Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got it.
quick. That one goes for 30 yards. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 1. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba, 44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Two up.
Back to throw, Goff. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. Goff. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Let's go now. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
60 back.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Walker, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been...
yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tag! Go, check!
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Ready up!
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go now.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
70 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Powering forward. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
77 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
2nd and 11.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 28-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.